G'day sports, it's John here from LastBiteTV, Down Under, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Barbecue Supreme Burger from McDonald's. So the Australian Barbecue Supreme Burger is the second entry in our 5 Great Tastes to Discover range, and I'm pretty excited about this one. So let's get straight into it, shall we? We have, as I mentioned with the Mexican burger, the same box. I thought they were going to do this, and they have. So as we said, the sombrero, we're done with that now. So we've been there, we've done that, and we didn't like it. We're now onto the boomerang section of the box. So there it is. So some authentic Australian imagery there for you. And we've got our little list, of course, on the top, the same, showing us the type of burgers we can come to expect. So we're right there now, and we've still got all this way to go. So it's going to be a long road, but we'll get there. Together we'll get there. So let's open it up, shall we? We see that we do have a considerably different burger. Now, I have to say, we do still have some greasiness. Now, you have to expect a little bit of greasiness from a burger, and it's not quite as sloppy as the Mexican one, but we do still see traces of grease, so it's important to note. Might be interesting to somebody out there. First of all, we have a standard sesame seed topped bun in a sort of rounded rectangular shape, so that's very different from the Mexican burger. If you've seen the previous review, you'll know the difference. If not, there it is. We have one with sort of, the Mexican one had sort of humps on the top, whereas with the Australian burger, we're very much into smooth territory, aside from the little sesame seeds on the top. So a little bit more of a standard affair there, I think, as far as burgers go. In we go, and we see that we have just a quite fantastic bath of sauce, I would say. Now, there's a lot going on here that we need to have a look at. So first of all, I think it's pretty clear to note that we have barbecue sauce in great quantities. So that's good. We'll just have a nostril full of that. Yep, that is definitely barbecue sauce. First of all, I must say we are lacking much lettuce. Now, you know I have a thing for lettuce, you know, and the minginess of lettuce. I would still call this mingy, definitely, but it's not quite as bad as the Mexican Fiesta, although I have a feeling the reason it doesn't seem as bad is because there isn't actually that much lettuce in there. Now, if there was more of this, I think we would maybe see the problem a little more. So then we have cheese. Now, I must say, the Australian barbecue burger is definitely where you want to be going if you like cheese, because I mean, look at that. Now that is extremely cheesy. Extremely cheesy. You've even got little sort of bubbles of cheese there, which is quite impressive, and the cheese covers a quite generous portion of bacon. So we've even got bacon in here. Now, bacon isn't something that I sort of really associate with Australia too much. You know, I associate maybe kangaroo meat, koala steaks, things like that. Not bacon, you know, but fair enough. You know, there's obviously a reason it's got to be in there. But the problem is with the bacon, that looks a little bit anemic, really, doesn't it? It's pale, it's washed out, it doesn't look particularly inspiring. It looks a little bit sort of crispy on the edges, but it's very floppy and a little bit uninspiring, but it may taste good, so let's give that the benefit of the doubt. As an example here, oh, hang on, we got some cheese danglage here, but now that's how gluey the cheese is. It is slowly coming off, but you can see that there's quite a lot of stuff stuck onto that burger. Oh, there we go. So it does come off, but if you don't like bacon or cheese, you're going to have to sort of spend a little bit of time dangling in your restaurant, and it should come off. Right, so here we go again. It's not quite as hot today as it was with the Mexican Fiesta, but look who is back. Now, I don't know if it's the same wasp, but of course there's always got to be a gatecrasher. Okay, so I have a feeling this might be a female wasp, so I'm going to call her Sheila for the moment. She's a bit of a flaming mongrel, as Alf Stewart used to say in Home and Away, for all you Australian soap fans out there. If you didn't watch Home and Away, you won't know what I'm talking about, so there we go. But I think it's time for the taste test. Sheila is just not leaving this burger alone. She is hungry. Oh, hello. Oh, that made you angry, didn't it? Sheila, leave the burger alone. Right, okay. So I've had to move because Sheila's making a right pain of herself. So I think we've dumped half the burger over there for her. Hopefully she's going to take an interest in that and leave us alone now. So that's why the burger looks a little bit weird. Haven't actually eaten any of this yet. So let's give it a go and see what we think. The barbecue sauce is tangy. Yeah. You little ripper. So in summary, I would say that the Australian BBQ Supreme is actually pretty nice. Now, I probably didn't get to eat quite as much of it as I would have liked because of Sheila and all her antics, but I must say it is a country mile ahead of the Mexican Fiesta. It's actually tasty. I still haven't quite worked out what the white sauce is in there, but it's good. It works well with the barbecue sauce. So I would say, all in all, the Australian BBQ Supreme burger is definitely, I would say, a lot more Mark Webber than it is Rolf Harris, for obvious reasons. I'd recommend it, and it gets a 7.5 out of 10.